Hey there, Coco. I'm calling to see if you happen to catch a recent video I had about what to say and do when you learn that somebody you love is dying. Oh, you did? Thanks. But you're more confused than ever? You feel you would need a lot of help in order to be a good friend? Well, in that session, I spoke about needing to host a session on death doulas. That's what I'm doing now. And they just might provide the help and hand-holding you need, Coco. Think of a death doula as a midwife. There's a real analogy there, since the midwife helps bring a person into the world, and a doula helps a person leave the world. And end-of-life doulas provide support to someone facing a terminal illness, to their loved ones, and to their general family. This help involves things from practical needs to emotional guidance, and even could include spiritual help if requested. Usually the doula reports to the dying person, but the doula wants to support loved ones too. Doulas are really the neutral presence in the room. They provide a safe, unattached, and unemotional place to talk about the many things that are weighing on everyone's mind. They help with the reality of mortality. Want to read a bit on your own? I suggest you go to www.care.com and type in death doulas. You'll find an easy-to-read article about death doulas. Some people wrongly think that death doulas replace hospice. That's not true. If anything, people who work with a death doula, they're able to get signed on with hospice quicker because the whole process of dying is openly discussed. And the doula is not a medical person, but they do work to keep the medical personnel and team in the loop to assist both the dying individual and the providers. Don't you think, Coco, that if you knew you were dying, you would want all the people possible to help provide support, honor your wishes, work with you, and cheerlead you to get the needed things done? There is no official government licensing of doulas now, but you can certainly look at their training, find out what organizations they belong to. There are a bunch of independent organizations and schools and other stuff that offer help and training for doulas. All death doulas are not the same, just like all doctors aren't the same. You'll want to learn what the doulas you are considering specialize in. I've met some doulas who are really into mindfulness, yoga, meditation, and with that approach, I've worked with some others who are much more weighted towards programs that like the practical needs, to be sure that last meetings are set up with family members or neglected friendships. Word of mouth is probably the best way to find a doula. Yeah, but then again, you're right. Word of mouth is always the best. You also can look for doulas from the doula independent organizations, even from some funeral homes. In the end, the dying person, the patient, has to choose what is the right fit for them. Oh, I think I've shared way too much for one phone call, Coco. Let's get back to this in a few days. Please jot down any questions. I hope I've helped. Have a good night. You're my friend. Bye. For you listeners, please subscribe and like this channel. We all have to help one another. Yep.